Hello and welcome to my live stream. It's been a while since my last live stream, but I've actually had to do some commercial work, make some money. But here I am, back again. So for this live stream, I am going to go through, let me just bring it up, some animation techniques that I use when animating Gerald and Professor Eggtop. But first, let's have a look at how the YouTube channel is actually going. First of all, let's say hello to Melody. Hi, Melody, and Justine, who have just come in with thumbs up. Big smile. Thanks for joining. Okay, if you have any questions, anybody, just write them in the chat there, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so the YouTube channel, it is still growing quite well, which is very pleasing. Thank you very much. We can see here that I have around 65.9 subscribers, and let's have a look at the dashboard. Well, it's actually 66,000. But this isn't a live feed. Let's have a look at a live feed here. So here we go. We can see that the live feed is clicking over, catching up. 66,043, keeps going up. Let's see if it stops there for a second. Okay, so 66,045. So 46. At the end of this live stream, let's come back to this and see how many subscribers I have gained or lost because of the live stream and the shorts. We'll come back to that in about half an hour. So remember that number, 66,046. Okay, and we can see here that over the past 90 days, the channel has had 85 million views, which is unbelievable. Thank you very much. I still can't believe it every day. It's unbelievable. So we have 85 million views. And just recently, and go back to the channel, I've uploaded a normal YouTube video, ASMR Go to Sleep with Gerald. And this is a 30-minute video that shows, or has, Gerald sleeping with some rain noise in the background, a bit of ASMR. And I'll just quickly show you how I went about compositing this, because it was quite interesting. The background here in After Effects, the background here is actually live footage. So you might not be aware, but recently in Brisbane, Australia, we've been having a lot of rain, a lot of floods, and fortunately here we were okay, but in other parts of Brisbane and Sydney, they're doing it pretty tough with getting floods and everything there, which isn't good. But here we're actually quite high up, so we were okay with the floods. But I do like the rain. I do like listening to some ASMR when I'm raining. So I went out and filmed some of the rain with a GoPro. I took a picture frame, and it was a glass picture frame from IKEA. And I took the backing out and I rigged up with some gaffer tape here on a light stand, and I taped it to taped the glass with the frame to the light stand, and put a GoPro in front of it for half an hour. And the raindrops were coming onto the glass there. So it looks like when you watch let's bring it back up. When you watch here, let me just open this, a big one. When you're watching it here, you can see the rain and the raindrops in the background, and that's composited in the After Effects comp here in the background. So if we look at here we've got like the back window rain, which is the one in the back left-hand corner up here, where it's got blur on it there. And the other one, which is the front one, which is here. So if we look at that rain comp, just double click on that. Should have there we go. And get rid of the mask. So that's what's the GoPro recorded, and then I just masked it out here and put it continuously for about 30 minutes. Every now and then I had to wipe the GoPro because it was getting splashed by water, and was getting big blurs on the lens. So I had to go through and wipe it. There's probably one there, but yeah. So yeah, that was fun. And then bringing it back into the comp, I animated Gerald just sleeping there, pat at the beginning. He's breathing there, and so you can just watch the ASMR and watch Gerald sleeping. Every now and then, he'll come up and he will do a little bit of animation like that, then go back to sleep, and then a little bit more animation, a little bit more stretching there, a little cute kind of stretch, and then he jumps up, looks around, has a bit of a smell, goes back to sleep, and then at the end, in typical Professor Eggtop and Gerald shorts, he jumps up at the screen like that. So yeah, that's let's bring up the channel again. That's goes for 30 minutes. So if you have time, just relax, listen to some sounds of the rain, which I recorded here as well because it was raining pretty hard, unfortunately. For some people, but for me, it was good to record all that. But thoughts go out to the people who are flooded and around the world with the trying times at the moment. It's very sad. But okay, so let's have a look at here. We've got 2 new shorts coming up, and that are already up. So this one, Professor Eggtop is in space. So where's Gerald? Oh, he's still on Earth. He's eating a bag of peanuts, and he gets so big, he gets on the Earth like that. So check that short out. And then there's another one here with a new character. I wonder if you've seen this one. We have Gerald here who isn't quite sure what's going on. And then we have the new character, Geraldine, who is visiting. Geraldine is Professor Eggtop's niece hamster. So there we go. So yeah, that's Geraldine there. So Geraldine, let's have a look at her for a second. This is Geraldine in the set for Professor Eggtop's laboratory, and this is Geraldine here. So I can bring up her selectors, and I can show the rig underneath like so, and I can select different parts of her so I can animate her like that. These selectors are great when you're animating. So yeah, that's Geraldine, and she's the new character. And so let's have a look at some animation. So let's go into this. This is a new animation that hasn't been released yet. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm going through and I'm animating it at the moment. Geraldine is not part of this at the moment, but we have just a basic setup at the moment. So the scene, I won't tell you all, you'll have to wait, but the scene is basically Professor Eggtop is walking backwards, and then suddenly Gerald jumps up on his face. That's not the end of it, but that is part of it. So here we have Professor Eggtop moving back like so, and then we have Gerald who will come up and jump on his face and sort of lick his face and everything. So what we don't need Gerald just quite yet. So I'll hide Gerald there. And any questions in the text? No questions? Okay, I'll keep going. if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So I use Modo for my 3D work. A lot of people ask me why don't I use Blender. Uh, Blender is great for people who starting out. It's very powerful, and it's getting more and more powerful, which is great, and getting more and more people interested in 3D, which is great. But I've been using Modo for quite a while now, 8 years, and for me, it is so easy to work in and model and animate, and it's just it doesn't matter what software you use; it's the end product that matters. So if you want to use Blender, go ahead and use Blender. That's fine. I use Modo. Okay, so here we are. We have Professor Eggtop's selector here, and with the selector, this is his this is his root locator here on the bottom. So first frame, he's sort of looking to go backwards and say, just stop, or don't. Okay, he's doing this type of action. So at the moment, I've just been working on the legs. He's going back, going back, going back. Now with the rigging of the character, I use character box, and I have optimized the mesh of the character so much so that it's actually quite responsive. The performance is quite good. So one key thing when you're animating or when you're rigging and modeling for animation, you don't need to make the character really high dense polygons. If you do that, then it doesn't matter what software you use. It does tax the software in performance. So where you can make the polygon count as low as possible, and then for example, let's have a look at Professor Eggtop. His polygons, you can see, are quite low, but when you select for example, the body, he has some subdivisions at render time as well. And I can even take down subdivisions in the viewport, which is subdivision level here. And the top one is the viewport. Take that down to 1 and I'll get even better response performance in scrolling. You probably can't see it there because it's so optimized at the moment. So yeah, so that's a good tip to have, is to turn the subdivision level down, or keep your polygon count down as much as possible, and also turn off fur and displacements in your viewport, and that way you'll get good reasonable performance. It can always be better, but you'll get good reasonable performance there. Okay, so as I said, I use character box here, and let's bring back up his controllers like so. Okay, so here's first step. Let's select his toe on that side, just sort of, so he's touching the ground and bending there. Then moving forward to the next, I do keyframe by key, not every frame. I don't animate every frame. Most people don't. I usually go either every third frame or every fifth frame, and then do key poses on that, and then move the keys accordingly to make it either faster or slower. And with Modo, you have what's called an actor. And so that's every controller, every rigging item within the character is put into this group. And then with each actor, they have actions. So with the actions, you just create a new action for the actor, and that will give you, you can have many different actions. You can have a running action, you can have a walking action, or you could have the scene specific action, and you can toggle between each one. So this one is Professor Eggtop action. He's getting attacked, so that's what's called here. And once you've done that, you can go in here, deselect all your controllers, and you can see that these two red buttons here down selected, and that just shows that the character or the actor is selected. You can see it's selected here like that, and then you can use these two buttons down here to give you more space for between each keyframe or less. So if I click that once, you can see that the keyframes move across, and that's just giving you more. That's all the keyframes for the actor, and that's giving you more time at the beginning or between these two keyframes. Or if you wanted to go faster, you just click the red one here, and it will bring all the keyframes this way. So that's a great way of timing your animation. So I usually, for this one, I'm actually going every third frame. So there's a third frame there. Let's have a look. Let's select. See how this here is sort of overlapping, and you have to look very carefully to try and select it. But if you use your selector, you can select what you need very easily, and then just select here. Now I've split my screen up into halves here. This side is my camera. Usually I block out the camera first, and that gives me an idea of where the characters need to be with relation to the camera and a relation to each other, and I can move the camera up and down. Just George, thanks for joining the live stream. I'm fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well too. Okay, so let's have a look at some next keyframes. So I want him to go like this, like just wait, because Gerald's going to jump up on him. So let's bring this up a little bit like here. And with these selector, I have this side. I have the fingers. I can select all the fingers at once. Not the pointing finger, but the other fingers. And I can sort of bring that down there like so. Select the pointing finger, bring that down. And then here, actually, go into the graph editor for the fingers. I select the rotation axis, and you can see that I made that keyframe there. I'm going to delete all these other ones here. So open that, delete all these ones, so I can adjust it how I want. Okay. And just George, I've been enjoying your recent animations. Thank you. You've done a great job on them. Excellent. Thanks for that. I'm so happy that you're enjoying the animations. I really enjoy making them. So more to come. Okay, so we let's bring this timeline a bit, zoom in a bit. So we have him sort of like this, and I want it to go with the fingers. Am I on top? Okay, so I want it to sort of go stop. So bringing the fingers in, bending them there like that, and then no. And just sort of repeating that as he's moving back. So let's have a look here. So this one, third frame. Oh, I need to select these ones, do the same thing on these fingers here, because they've got keyframes on their X. I'll just get rid of that. Those keyframes there. Okay, so now he's like this, sort of, they will stay bent like that. So let's bring this, let's bring his hand. See, that controller there was hard to select, so I just selected it with the item selector there, which makes it easy. Let's bring this hand up and bring the fingers down. Separate that with the pointer finger there. So he goes there, and then might need that to hang out a bit longer. So if we go into the graph editor again and go into these, let's get rid of all these, except that last one. Oh no, I'll get rid of that here. And bring it up there, so there. Just tweak it a little bit. So it's got, brings it up. See that there? Bring it up. And then as he steps down, so as he steps down again, like that, I want him to sort of like time that with his hand and time it with his foot. So let's that his foot goes up, the arm sort of goes up. Let's bring the arm up a little. That his forearm. Delete that keyframe. Delete that keyframe there. So a bit more of a nice curve up, and then it's there. 15 frames. Let's select all of the arm and all of these rotations. So at 15 there, and bang, so it goes back down at 15. So he goes, let's get rid of this one here, don't need that. It goes up and then down. Okay, like that. So let's have a look a bit closer. Deselect everything. Goes up. So, and then at 15 he goes, 15 here he goes down. So let's say up. Let's give this a bit more here. And then at 15, bring that down. With the forearm, when you bring it up, this goes up and this comes in like that. But then when you're going out, this part goes up and this part goes down. See that? You see that in the camera? Yeah. So the upper arm goes up, the forearm goes up a little, and this will go up, other way, up again, like that one, more there, that, and then down. Let's have a look at that. Up, down, up, down. Very subtle. That, but then let's bring the fingers, make them a bit more stronger at the end here. With that. So it's more flat. So yes, get that movement there. That. Frames. Don't come any closer. Okay, so let's have a look at, let's select the whole arm like that, and let's select the fingers as well. So first of all, save. You never know when things crash. Any software crashes, so always save your work as you go. Okay, so we've got, let's get rid of those. We've got up, down, under 15. Let's actually bring this up again. So 15, I'll keyframe his whole all the controllers on 15 by clicking this button here. And then with this selected, I will select the rotations and just delete all the other keyframes along there, because when I was doing the posing, I was keyframing every pose, and so that keyframes everything. So I want to control the fingers a bit more and keep their pose at that particular keyframe. If all the keyframes were left there, they'd go back to the default. Here, up, bang, and so we have those keyframes selected. We have all the rotations selected. So I'm just going to go copy, go to around 20, and then paste. So that means that we go bang, stop, stop. Okay, so 20 was a bit too far across. So let's have a look, bring that down. So here, stop, yeah, like so. Okay, so he goes, stop, that there, a bit of work. So I think what we'll do is I'll keyframe that on the rotation, and I'll delete that frame. So we've got a bit more space in between there. Bang, and then here. That's better. So if we go bang, stop. I don't like that leg coming up too far. Can't select it, so I select that one. Just going to bring that. Now I'm on the rotation, so I'll just click W for the position, and then go into this button here. Separates out all the graph between X, Y, and Z, and then just select. Oh, so if anybody from the Foundry, from Modo, if I select all those keyframes, I'm selecting keyframes that aren't in the position, and they might be in the XYZ. If you can see here, I do that, which is annoying, bug maybe. So now those are frames selected. I can move that down, and he moves it down here. But if I go like that, I'm selecting keyframes that I can't see. But if I move, they come in like that, which is weird. So hopefully in Modo they can fix that at the Foundry. Let me just undo that, deselect that, go back into here, and then move that down. No, not too far. Yeah, like so. Okay, so let's select the arm again. Get out of that. Go to rotation. And stop. Stop. In this one here. Deselect everything. Let's deselect the forearm. And just bring that up a bit. That. This is these rotations. I can go press Alt S, and I can get the rotation just for that. But you can see all of these rotate at that time, all of them. So if I just want to rotate like that, which is a bit weird, especially when it's going through, sometimes it stuffs up. So here I can just rotate one at a time and get the position I want, and the other one won't move. So that's I do that all the time when I'm animating. So there, and push out. And again, let's give it a bit more oomph this time. Stop. Stop. I don't want to be jumped on. But of course he will. So what do we got there? Bang. So now you can see it. actually quite good. That's a bit more forceful one. Let's give him a bit more force by rotating on the Z. Let's just sort of bring that around here like so, and gradually do that. The Z axis, smooth those out. We sort of like moving, trying to get move the front of his body away from Gerald a little. So look from Gerald's point of view. Even move it even more. Professor Eggtop is an interesting character because he can't really grab around because he's so fat. So he needs to sort of like do everything out the sides here, which is a bit challenging, but that's just Professor Eggtop. I could stretch each arm, and I have in the past, but that's more of like a special effect. It's moving around. Let's isolate that, and instead of coming back down, I want it to stay there until later. And so 36 is a keyframe here, so let's bring it even more along there. Smooth these out. So I usually smooth the keyframes out afterwards, but it doesn't hurt to sort of like smooth them out as you go as well. Yeah. But yeah, that is how I animate. And then you can see Gerald will come up here. He'll be hidden, so he won't actually have this pose. He'll be hidden, and he'll come up, and he will jump on his face like that. So that jumping action is from another short that I did, and I just bring it into this scene, and he will jump up and jump on his face. But I'm not going to do that because, and show you here, because then, yeah, I want you to have a look at the short later on. Okay, so that's good. Let's save. Always save. Save incremental. Save, save, save. We have no questions. Hopefully in the future we'll have a few more questions in these live streams. And let's have a look. How many subscribers do you think I got in this, or lost, or added in this half an hour? Do you remember how much it was? I think it was, we were looking at 66,035. So let's have a look at how many subscribers in half an hour I have gained. So bang. Let's have a look. Oh, it's gone down. It's gone down. Has it? 35. It's gone up 3. It's gone up 3. But it goes up and down all the time. Sometimes when it goes down, it's like, whoa, it's gone down. But it's actually from when we started, we have 3 more. 3 more subscribers. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Also, let's have a look at my Twitter account. If you want to follow me on Twitter, just type in @MattMears2, and you can follow me on Twitter there. I post a whole lot of different things, a lot of things for the Modo community, and just little things in general about Professor Eggtop and Gerald. Also, have a look at my Instagram, and I post there every now and then. Just work that I've done, work that is past, just normal Instagram stuff. So yeah, that's Matt Mears. Have a look at that as well. Please feel free to follow. Okay, got any more? 38. Is it going to go up? Go up? No, it's not going to go up. Okay, until next time, thank you for joining me on this live stream. Please keep watching my YouTube channel and shorts, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you in a week or so. Okay. Have a good day. Talk to you next time.